Hi, I'm John Schultz with JDS Home Inspection Services in Denver, Colorado. Winter can be a pretty tough time in Colorado. Winter winds and snow batter the exterior of the house, and utility bills tend to skyrocket since the heating system's on pretty much non-stop. There are a few things we can do to save energy and protect the home through the cold winter months. This is called winterizing. We'll start on the outside since a lot of these tasks should be performed while we can still feel our fingertips. If you have a sprinkler system, fall is the time to have them blown out. Water left in the sprinkler system can freeze underground, causing damage to the sprinkler heads, the lines, and especially the control valves. Fixing this in the spring can be a costly prospect, so hiring a sprinkler contractor to blast air through the system and rid it of all standing water is very important. All they do is hook up a pressurized air tank to the sprinkler blowout valves and blow out the water. Be sure the sprinkler valve is turned off. This will cut the water supply to the system. Don't turn this on again until you're ready to start watering again in the spring. Insulating the pipes on the sprinkler valve is another good idea to prevent pipes in the home from freezing. Covering the exterior hose bibs will also help prevent this. Winter covers are cheap and easy to install. Next, it's time to look at the gutters. Autumn foliage is gorgeous until it collects in your gutters and backs them up. Standing water freezes and heavy blocks of ice put undue stress on the roof structure, which can lead to roof damage and rot to the members. Keeping these guys free-flowing all winter long is going to save you a lot of headaches in the long run. After the last leaves have fallen from the trees in the autumn, just go ahead and scoop out the debris or blow it out with a hose. Just be very careful on the latter. This is something you may hire a contractor to take care of for you. Vacuuming out the exterior dryer vent before it gets too cold is very important. Dryer lint is one of the most flammable substances in the house and takes a spark very easily. Vacuuming these guys out should be considered part of regular home maintenance, but starting off winter with a nice clean vent is safe and smart. Since the AC isn't needed anymore, it's a good idea to cover the exterior AC condenser unit for the winter. This is mainly to protect it from winter wind and cold. Many homeowners also remove the screens from their windows. This isn't really necessary, but it does protect them from sun damage in the months you're not really using them anyway. Keeping the cold out of the inside of the house can be as simple as just updating the weather stripping on the doors and windows. About 11% of your home's thermal energy escapes this way. Make sure it's a good seal with no light coming from around the frames. A fresh bead of caulk around the window framing does the same thing. Hanging heavy thermal curtains is a cheap alternative to replacing old windows with double-paned, energy-efficient windows, but it makes the home very dark. Window treatments are especially important for windows facing north, as these guys never see the sunlight and tend to be colder. In Colorado, frozen pipes are a possibility on the interior of the home, especially those close to exterior walls. Frozen pipes break easily when pressurized and are responsible for major flood damage every year. Insulating these pipes with foam rubber padding is simple and fast. Installing pipe insulation on your hot water line keeps them from freezing. It also keeps the water inside them hot longer, so your water heater doesn't have to work as hard. Even with insulated pipes, it's a great idea to drip your faucets on cold nights. This may seem like a waste of water, but it keeps the water moving so it won't freeze in the pipes. As far as the heating system goes, it's a good idea to have these serviced and cleaned in the fall, right before heating season starts. That'll make sure that it doesn't risk going out on a cold winter night. Changing the furnace filter out every 3 months keeps the air clean and makes it so the furnace doesn't have to work too hard. One of the easiest things you can do to keep your house warm in the winter is to change the direction your ceiling fans spin. Most units have a switch on them that does this. Fans that are spinning clockwise push warm air down in the winter. In the summer, switch them to counterclockwise to pull cool air up. Obviously, one of the best things you can do to prepare your house for winter is to properly insulate your attic. I've covered this in another video, so I recommend checking that one out when you're done viewing this one. I hope this makes winter a little cozier for you and your family. Thanks for listening, and be sure to check out some of the other videos on this channel for helpful tips on other home-related subjects.